Holy rapid red rocket, Batman. This thing's an absolute rocket ship, man. This thing has been given the full Wizard tune. It is a full 502 cc's of air-cooled two-stroke power. This is a big block CR500 board. The 502 is 90 millimeter. Look at the size of that cylinder. One of the biggest air-cooled cylinders ever made. Last year of the air-cooled and the only year of the air-cooled CR500. Before that was a 480 and a 450. And this is every bit as fast as a liquid-cooled one. It's an absolute rocket, especially with the 90 millimeter piston in this monster. That's the true heart, the true magic in this bike is the engine. It feels like you're riding a works bike. It's so fast, it's incredible. Show them the bottom of the engine cases. Show them the bottom of the frame. This is a full frame off restoration. Every single nut and bolt on this bike, starting with the frame being sandblasted and powder coated. Really clean frame rails on this one. Subframe was powder coated. The complete bike was totally dismantled. I wanted to show you the bottom of it before I put it up on the stand here. But take a look at the wheel sets. Take a look at all the aluminum pieces on this bike because everything's been polished on it. Let me start with the engine because that's always the magic on a CR500, right? Wizard took these perfectly mint clean cases, vapor blasted them, cleaned them, and painted them the original factory black color. The crankshaft has been completely rebuilt with a new rod, new main bearings, new crank seals. The piston's been bored 90 millimeter, brand new fresh bore. The whole top end was clean. The cylinder, the ports were polished. It's a brand new engine. Everything's new on it. The clutch is brand new. The kicker, as you can see, has been polished beautifully. The intake is all new too. It's got a brand new twin air filter and a brand new Kean Air Striker carburetor, a modern carburetor. So it carburetes phenomenal. That's usually the weak leak on any older air-cooled bike as the carbs wear out. This is a brand new carburetor, so that's been taken care of. Beautiful FMF Gold Series exhaust with a PFR silencer on here, aluminum silencer, and the new mount. The thing absolutely barks. So everything in the engine is brand new, including the ignition. Has a brand new ignition on it. Of course, new spark plug, new shifter. You can see all the hardware is new on the engine. All the nuts and bolts and all the hardware is new. So, of course, the fuel line's new. The fuel drain lines are new. So you have a brand new power plant, including all new gaskets, base gasket, head gasket. You see the case halves right there, the nice green gasket right there. The case halves were done. All the seals are new. The crank seals, the countershaft seal, the shifter seal, the kicker seal, all new seals. Wizard he's been doing this for, well, he's 65 years old. So he's been doing this for 50 years. So building two strokes, he knows what he's doing. This was done right by Chris. The frame, again, was powder coated. This beautiful, I think it's Tahitian red is what they call it. And everything's been done. You can see the steering head bearings, freshly greased. Everything on the bike's been gone through. Starting at the front of the bike, you can see it's got a brand new Takasaga XL rim with the Buchanan spokes. The Wizard took it completely apart and vapor blasted the hub, put new bearings and seals in it, and relaced it with a new rim strip and a brand new Dunlop tire on the front. It still has a hairy nubs on it. Then the forks were completely dismantled and rebuilt. New seals, new springs, new oil, and you can see the fork lowers were beautifully polished to a machine shine. Forks are brand new, and the triple clamps were also polished. You can see the triple clamps and the bar mounts were polished. A lot of handwork was done on this bike. A real work of art is what we're looking at here, guys. This is, I don't know if it's a bike I'd want to take to the WIC and race right now. It's just too much time and money has been put into it. The front fender is brand new. The front number plate's brand new. The fuel tank is brand new. We just ordered that from Clark. The handlebars are new. The new Renthal bars, new bar mounts. You can see it has a new quick adjust, anodized red clutch perch, new clutch cable, new ODI grips, new Renthal crossbar pad, new Gunner Gasser Whirlpool throttle, new rebuilt master cylinder, new front brake lever, new front clutch lever, new throttle cable. So everything is new from here up. New Clark USA gas cap and breather hose, new bar mount hardware, new triple clamp hardware. Most of the hardware on the front end is new, and the brake line is brand new, along with the brake pads and the master cylinder and the caliper were rebuilt. The caliper's got all new hardware inside of it. new springs, and that was vapor blasted and painted also. So it's like a works bike from '84, man. It looks like it's a spectacular machine. The original factory air scoops were intact and in good condition. Those are reconditioned and mounted with new hardware. The seat has a brand new seat cover on it. These are VMX plastics. Shout out to my buddy at VMX who makes this stuff. They make the best, shiniest, correct plastic on the market. It's just absolutely spectacular. Brand new side covers, side number plates. Chrissy Steiger Designs did the graphics package for us, the side number plates, the front number plate, the tank, original reproductions, correct, of the original graphics. You can see that all the new gaskets on it, new clutch cover gaskets. One of the beauties, all new hardware all over the entire engine, every nut and bolt on it. One of the beauties of an air-cooled bike is you don't have to worry about the liquid-cooled water pump issues that you quite often can get on a bike once it's, you know, a classic. The original brake levers in mint shape. The original pegs in excellent condition. Got a little bend to it, but otherwise in mint condition. I'm not sure why we didn't straighten that out. That could have been done. But a new return spring, new hardware. The shock, Wizard rebuilt the shock. Wizard completely dismantled the shock, polished the shock body, polished the shock lower clevis, as you can see, and rebuilt it with new nitrogen, new oil, new seals, and a new shock bumper. Completely rebuilt the shock. Works beautifully. While he had it apart, the linkage, as you can see, was polished. Top and bottom was polished. The brake arm was polished. The swing arm was... Now, it's not just polishing. You have to sand it down with 320, 600, and 800 grit, and then polish it. It's a lot of labor. All of the linkage bearings are new. The hardware for the that holds the pegs on is original hardware that was vapor blasted and then clear coated and remounted on there. Nice detail work. You can see all the new hardware. New shock guard on the back here. New washers and hardware, as you can see. That's Wizard's signature. He likes those drilled washers. They just look factory. The airbox was restored. New rear fender. The rear wheel is completely restored. The only original component on this rear wheel is a hub. That's original hub, which is vapor blasted and sandblasted and then painted. You can see it has all new hardware on the brand new sprocket and the new gold chain. Brand new brake pads, new axle adjusters. The brakes were refinished, new brake pads, and everything was restored inside of there. And the brake drum was sanded clean. The hubs were, after they're painted, new wheel bearings were installed along with wheel bearing seals. You can see it's got a brand new Takasago XL rim with new Buchanan spokes and a brand new M5B Evo, IRC Evo. The front tire, I think I said the front tire was a Dunlop. This is an M5B Evo. This is the biggest tire that we can currently find on the market for 500s. It's just a massive soft terrain tire, and it's huge. It's a 120 80/18, but it has a huge profile and it's still got the hairy knobs on it. This bike has literally only been ridden up and down the driveway a few times since it was completely frame up restored. There's under 15 minutes ride time, test and tune on it. The brake arms in excellent condition, nice and straight. It's not damaged. The swing arms in beautiful condition. Coming around this side here, you can see new swing arm graphics. Also, of course, is a brand new chain guide with all new hardware. You can see the brand new sprocket, JC aluminum sprocket with new sprocket mount bolts. This is a ridiculous amount of work. Guys, just ordering the parts. I've got the work order over there. I think it's about 20 pages of work order between everything that was done to it and all the parts. There's 3 pages of parts alone. The parts alone were $4,700 for the parts and 96.5 hours labor. 96.5 hours labor is 2.5 weeks. 80 hours would be 2 weeks. So just under 2.5. We'll round it up to 100 hours, okay? Because this was done over the course of many moons, and each worksheet has the amount written on it, but some of the worksheets were lost, like for the polishing. So we, in any event, I know for a fact that there's over 96.5 hours into this bike. Just driving the frame to the powder coaters and coming back is a 2-hour ordeal because he's 40 minutes away. So a lot of time and labor. The new chain, as you can see, new chain rollers, all new hardware. When you powder coat a frame and you do a frame off, everything on the bike has to look perfect or it's going to stick out like a sore thumb, right? So as you can see, the new axle adjusters on this side, New tire, new tube, new rim strip. You can see that this is the original peg right here. It's in perfectly straight, brand new condition. The original hardware was vapor blasted, then clear coated. New rollers, bottom and top. The chain protector up here is in perfect condition. There's the chain's never flown off on this one. We generally won't do a frame off unless one, we got a mint set of cases, and two, we got a mint frame, because otherwise, what's the point? You know, it's lipstick on a pig. So this is a good original clean bike, and Wizard chose, you know, we love doing 500, so Wizard embarked on this journey of this frame off restoration, and here we are. It's many months later. When you're waiting for parts and things are coming in and things are getting sent out for powder coating, it just takes a long time. But everything's been done on this bike, and you can see it's absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you this side of the bike. This is the kind of bike where if one of my very wealthy friends calls up and wants to buy a bike, I'd be like, yeah, go ahead and try to replace this thing, because if you can find a shop crazy enough to take on projects like this, like us, 100 hours labor and just under $5 in parts, you're looking at a $20,000 work order, and the bike is worth a little bit less than that. So that doesn't even include the cost of the bike. First, you got to find a nice new 500. Then you have to have a shop that has guys that know how to do upholstery, guys that know how to do polishing, guys that know how to do paint, guys that know how to do crank up engine rebuilds and transmission rebuilds. So there aren't a lot of shops out there like that, okay? And if there's very few people who know how to do all that themselves. So we've done it. It takes a long time. Obviously, this bike's going straight to the high roller section. We can't give it away. There's a lot of money put into it. 100-hour shop labor, 5,000 in just under 5,000 in parts, plus the cost of the bike. The work order alone with tax was over 20 grand. The reserve will be set substantially less than that. It is what it is, but what I'd call labor of love. We do this a lot, where we'll get into a bike and why cut any corners when you're doing this? No corners were cut. Everything was done to the best of Chris's and mine and everybody who was involved. Carlos on the polishing and the rest of the team. So I think Andrew did the seat cover. Everything was done to the best of our ability, and it's as good as it's going to get. This Clark tank's a ½ gallon bigger than stock, so it has a little extra fuel capacity. You'll need it with the 502. Thing's a monster. Definitely Kaplan America approved. If you have any questions about it, give us a call. And just take a look at the way this thing glistens in the sun, man. It's freaking absolutely beautiful. It's should it be taken and thrashed through the dirt? Well, I'll leave that up to the new guy who buys it. But our 500s, we ride them. This one may be too nice. I don't know. But spectacular piece of American motor history. The 84 CR500. This was a 1-year only bike. Air-cooled 500, right before they came out, the liquid-cooled one. 1 year only, and it was the end of an era, the air-cooled big bore monsters. And this one's a beauty. I believe this is the most time and effort we've ever put into an air-cooled 500. It's been done right. If you have any questions, call us. You know where to find us. Thanks for watching. God bless America.